In the mechanical keyboard hobby, there are a lot of smaller subgroups within, like the linear gang and the tactile gang. Today we'll be looking at another subgroup within the hobby, the HHKB gang, through our new mechanical keyboard, the Drop TOKYO60. This keyboard is one of Drop's entry-level custom mechanical keyboards. My goal in mechanical keyboards is to spread the joy of mechanical keyboard hobby to as many people as I can, so I absolutely love reviewing and sharing to my viewers as many entry-level custom mechanical keyboards as I can. But before we begin, only a small percentage of those that watch my video are actually subscribed, so if you enjoyed today's video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Also, leave a comment so that we could beat the YouTube algorithm. Today's question is, what is your favorite thing about the mechanical keyboard hobby? Besides budget custom keyboards, I think mine is trying out new switches. But what's yours? Let me know down in the comments. With that being said, enjoy the video. The TOKYO60 is a beginner keyboard kit from Drop that comes in at a price of $160. There have been many seasons of this keyboard, with the current version being on season 4, offered in 4 different colors. My favorite color out of the 4 is Coyote, but that one was out of stock. And my next favorite would have to be Slate, but I already have way too many gray keyboards, so I ended up getting the black color. Moving on, the most notable thing about this keyboard is its HHKB layout, which is most recognizable from the Happy Hacking keyboard. But even some of the vintage Apple keyboards have this layout, and I actually saw one in person at the mall the other day, which is pretty cool. There are a lot of fans of this layout for both its aesthetics and productivity. This is my first time trying out this layout, so I was super excited. Additionally, this keyboard features a south-facing hot swap PCB with screw-in stabilizer support, which is super nice. Moving on to the unboxing, the keyboard comes in a standard cardboard box. Inside the box you have your keyboard case, PCB, and other accessories including USB-C cable, stabilizers, and rubber feet. We also got the acrylic diffuser, which is an add-on offered for this keyboard. I think if you're going to get this keyboard, you should definitely get the acrylic diffuser, but we'll talk about it more later. Moving on to the build, it's a pretty straightforward and easy one today, but as always, we start off by putting on the rubber feet. Before I prepare the PCB with the Band-Aid mod, let's just take a look at how nice this PCB is. I love the design, and it has to be one of the nicest PCBs that we have seen on the channel. I'm going to skip over the stabilizer modding process because it's pretty repetitive on every video and kind of boring. To assemble the keyboard, you have to unscrew from the back. This keyboard uses an integrated plate, which isn't the best for typing experience or sound, but let's try to make that a little bit better through modding. I have some leftover plate foam from some previous builds, so I'll be including this with this keyboard. Afterwards, it's pretty straightforward. You just assemble everything and screw it back in, just like how it was before. But this time, we also add the acrylic diffuser in between. For switches, we got some Kill Speed silver switches. This is a linear switch with 50 gram operating force and a 70 gram bottom out force. These come unlooped, and I'm honestly too lazy to loop them all, so we'll do one sound test with these unlooped switches and another one with different loop switches. For keycaps, I'm going with the Drop MT3 Jukebox keycaps. It's a double shot ABS set with some interesting colors that I was kinda unsure about at first, but they're growing on me over time. MT3 is Drop's exclusive keycap profile, and it's similar to SA. It has a tall and curved profile with a scooped top. The inspiration behind the MT3 profile is pretty neat, as it's inspired by the IBM Beamspring terminals of the 1970s. If you're a fan of the taller profiles, I think you'll like MT3. Now's the fun part where we assemble everything together. With the keycaps on the keyboard, our build is complete. Pretty easy build today, which is perfect for beginners. Overall, I really dig the aesthetics of the HHKB layout. It's going to take a while for me to get used to them, but the main idea behind it is that you have your control key on where the caps lock key would be, which makes tasks more productive and convenient. If you're not a fan of the layout that comes with the keyboard, you can always change it as well. The keyboard is QMK compatible, and you can even flash a file to make it VIA compatible, which is what I did, since it's more comfortable than flashing QMK every time. Besides that, I really like the acrylic diffuser. I think without it, the keyboard design is a bit simple and boring, but adding the diffuser makes it stand out a bit more. One thing that I did notice though was that the diffuser was not perfectly flush with the case. This doesn't affect everyday use, but it's just a small detail that I noticed. Since this keyboard design uses an integrated plate, the typing experience isn't something that stands out. It also sounds a bit hollow, but the plate foam should help a bit, and I'll also be changing out the switches to the Hippo linear switches from Kinetic Labs, which have a really deep and kind of a quiet sound profile. I'll also be changing the keycaps to PolyCaps 9009 blanks to see how this keyboard feels and sounds with cherry profile keycaps. Overall, this keyboard kit is a pretty decent option for an entry-level custom aluminum keyboard kit. Sure, there may be some better options, but the problem with those are that it's hard to find them in stock. This one seems to be in stock most of the time, so if you want something without waiting, this one might be a good option for you. It has a south-facing hot swap PCB with screw-in stabilizers, which are an absolute must if you're looking for a custom mechanical keyboard. I'll put affiliate links to everything down below if you want to check them out. And if you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like and subscribe. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, and I'm super thankful for everyone that is a part of the channel. Until next time, stay safe and take care.